NBC Sports and the United States Golf Association proudly present the 50th Walker Cup. Uninterrupted coverage is brought to you in partnership with Rolex. From its opening in 1928, Cypress Point Club has quickly gained a reputation which it has maintained for nearly a century. This Alistair Mackenzie gem has shined brightly, remaining true to its original design. Top-ranked amateur in the world for the Americans against Tyler Weaver, both 20 years of age, and this is Koiven, second at 11.
Yeah, going the distance. This is his fourth straight session he's played in. As you would expect, your captain always wants to rely on your number one, and he is responding
in this match.
And as we saw in the morning,
yeah, absolutely. Much easier to get into the flow of the round. And surprising miss from Koiven, the two top-ranked players on both sides.
Good four by Weaver, and he's 10th in the world amateur golf ranking. The hot
should have very little in it, Noda.
Couple of fours at the 11th. Koiven hanging on to that two-up lead. Approach for Tyler Weaver.
Just see how far back he was, 130. That's just a hammered gap wedge. Should have some spin on it.
Good one. Great opportunity. Now Koiven.
From just 94 yards after taking driver off the tee, this looks good. Little deep.
Boy, that is very deep, Bones. That's a good 20 yards past the hole.
He was playing from inside 100 yards.
Yeah, I was shocked. We haven't seen that poor of distance control from him all week, so I had to feel like he just did not get what he wanted out of that shot.
Given the fact he hit a very poor first putt, needs this to go, and doesn't like it, and he's going to concede, I would think, and just be one up here as we head to 13.
And it's reversals like that, Noda, that Great Britain and Ireland needs, especially heading to those final 4 or 5 holes where they've played a little bit better than the Americans the first 3 sessions.
Yeah, great call there, Bones. Landed it right in the center, worked its way a little bit toward the hole, now about 20 feet.
Well done.
Oh, that was a nice effort. Still not out of the hole, although Koiven is on the green. He's still a ways.
Really good contact.
It's going to work its way back off of the slope, and that will be a decent. That was a true lag right there.
Yes, it surely was. Good call.
Would have been all world.
It would have been, but now Koiven taking a 1-up lead, or 2-up lead, excuse me.
Drawing just right of the flag.
Oh, beautiful execution right there. That is a dime.
This also just right of it, needs one bounce.
This will keep working back. Oh, a couple beautiful tee shots there for this.
Good read, Noda.
Once in a while. When he's needed to make a putt, he's come through.
Koiven to go 3 up, this for birdie at 15. Team moved up for this session as well.
I like that Jackson's going with his instincts here.
Right center of the green. Let's see if it's enough club.
Yeah.
And Bones, it just does crawl up and over a little bit of a slope that cuts into that green about 5 paces. So
Hitting a draw into the center of the green.
Beautiful shot right there. Gives him himself a nice look for a 2, which he will absolutely have to have, knowing that Koiven is also on the.
With 3 to go, he's already ensured the Americans at least a half a point, but you know he wants a full one.
Yeah, 2 chances to win this match with a make on his part or a miss on the part of his opponent. So does his job, gets it in there tight, should be conceded.
Never moved. The result
3, United States
goes
of
to
America
Koiven.
3. United States of America wins the match 3-2.
3-2 for the top-ranked amateur in the world. First point in the Sunday singles this afternoon for Team USA. Now 9.5. They need to get to 13 to 12. Tommy Morrison, his second. Opponent Shields Donegan already on the green. Morrison with the 1-up lead.
Beautiful tee shot, can go right after this hole. And he does. Well done.
And go 2 up. You think about what that par putt at 17 this morning might have done for him confidence-wise.
Yeah, that was a.
Against Tommy Morrison, he's 2 down, second at 13.
Starting to get into the last 5 or 6 holes here. These matches that are in that 2 down area, they really need to do something. Yeah, he really does. He's done a nice job of building a game around that height. And that jumped straight right as it kind of crawled up off the apron there onto the green, so never really had a chance to get it on line.
Section. Now Shields Donegan for birdie to win the hole. We talk about Mason Howell, what he did at Olympic, winning the U.S. Amateur. A close second was Niles Shields Donegan, making it all the way to the semis. Mill Valley, California behind him. He put on quite an exhibition. Over at 14, Tommy Morrison, long birdie putt to win the hole and go 2 up against Niles Shields Donegan. Oh, yes.
Why take 2 when you can take 1?
Moment. This is Morrison for birdie to win the 15th.
That was a nice roll. He thought he had that one tracking.
Shields Donegan has this for par at 15 to stay 2 down.
Knocks that in, and just a great day of golf for Jackson Koiven, putting up 2 full points. And that's
Tommy Morrison set to play at 16.
two up. Finding the green is just critical here. That's good enough.
Maybe Shields Donegan.
Simmer, 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 simmer.
And he definitely pulled that from the moment it left the club. He felt like it was deep, and it was. And
Bones called it, knew it was going to be tough to get any type of forward movement on it. Morrison 2 putts to win the match here at 16.
Oh boy. Hit quite a bit harder than he planned on.
Tommy getting a little bit aggressive there.
Come on! Tommy Morrison, the Texas Longhorn, 21 years old from Dallas. The 3-2 win over Niall Shields Donegan.
Singles, it's one of their historic strengths in these events, and as you can see, there's a lot of red on that leaderboard early, Burko, and it's going to be tough to turn those red score advantage. Can hit a shot with some spin in there.
Straight down win.
But when that's the result, Noda, after a drive like that, you've given the advantage right back.
That's just simply not a great shot in that moment. No.
Haven't been able to get it to the finish line as we watch Graham's third.
Go.
And Graham is making a mess of this hole after hitting one of the best tee shots Roger Maltby's ever seen.
From the bunker.
Good lie, but not a lot of room to deal with, and that is wonderful. Very nice shot.
Continues to impress, Roger.
One fucking 100 yards, man.
Oh,
No.
and the match.
Keeps doing it, Noda.
Keeps doing it, and that's solid. The battle of a couple of teenagers there, and you can just see the contrast in the.
Easy to hit fat. 103. He got down on it pretty good, but it's going to have to go. That was a tough lie. Not bad. That's pretty well managed, really. Well, that's kind of chunky right. He's in the dunes again.
Oh, I promise you that next lie will not be as good as the one he just had.
Wow, this is Graham at 12, and that's the result.
You were absolutely right, Noda. The next lie was awful.
And then this is when
This
the
one's
control of the
this one's not
emotions
pretty either. He
could get away. Now his fourth.
Very impressive there. That's a heck of a shot.
Wow.
He'll let you know exact putts to win the hole.
Pretty level from a speed perspective. Should break to his right. And didn't give it enough. I don't think that'll be conceded.
Roger, that was by far the worst speed putt I've seen out of Hal in the last couple of days.
And a rock-solid two-putt. Howell gets the job done, one up in the match. Over at 13, Mason Howell with the one-up lead, his second.
Get down there.
Little hold-off finish, trying to just skip it back there and spin it. It's a little spine there. That
13.
Wow, you fucking wow.
High standards, didn't seem to love it. How about just inside 10 feet underneath the hole?
definitely sort of shows its head really strongly in singles.
Quickly over to 13, Connor Graham, that for birdie. Might not have loved the second shot. The payoff, though, worth it. To tie the hole.
Slow, right to left.
Familiar result.
Yeah, just, he's been nails.
Howell's a little disappointed being this far past the hole, but a good chance here to get it close.
That works.
Beautifully done there. That is
Putt with pretty good break from right to left. Boy, it's on a great line. Just gonna run out of steam.
What happened to the run at twos at 15 for Mason Howell?
Kid kind of feels like he made a bogey with that par there. Happen on this side to. And there it is.
Yeah, it could be a start. Tee at 16. This is Connor Graham.
With the 5-iron here. Anything on the green adds pressure to the opponent.
That's the best shot so far today, Roger. When you have putts or shots of similar.
Come on! The show continues by Howell. How about those two putts by Graham and Howell?
That is tough stuff right there. Just going to try and hit this and hold on tight, not let the face turn over.
Yeah, but it did turn over. This is going to miss left. That killed the momentum a little bit because it doesn't have a lot of green once it's on.
Got to be pretty happy with that there.
When it lands, but he's got a good lie. Oh, that's lovely. Just what he needed. He needed to force Connor Graham to hold his putt to win the hole.
Good.
2 4s. They'll head to the last time.
Team USA, congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go to 18.
Howell pitching out from that bunker.
You can see just how
Here,
bad the angle is.
actually chase this ball up onto the green. Not saying it's easy, but got a chance. That'll come up just shy. But that's good.
Nice.
That's not a bad leave at all.
Yeah, what a nice effort. Caught a break with a good launch as it was in that particular session.
Turned out pretty good.
Yeah, that was a
But that's
great
a
kick.
Very nasty putt. Over the false edge here in front. And try to chase it up from there, but it grabbed a little quicker than he'd like. It's still underneath the hole, but I think he is going to be away. It'll be his shot next. If he can hold this putt, this has to be precise.
And not done. Now it is.
And that's you see that from time to time. You know, exercising some sportsmanship. You know, you want to see someone win the match, not necessarily lose the match, and I like that. I appreciate that about
A half
Graham.
point each. Back at 10, Luke Poulter has this for par to tie the hole against Preston Stout, the 21-year-old from England, the son of Ian. Couple of those we've seen from him now.
Yeah, he's made a couple nice putts. That was to tie. The previous one was to win a hole. So keeping himself right in this match.
Back at 10, Luke Poulter has this for par to tie the hole against Preston Stout, the 21-year-old from England, the son of Ian. Couple of those we've seen from him now.
Yeah, he's made a couple nice putts. That was to tie. The previous one was to win a hole. So keeping himself right in this match.
13, Preston Stout, one up against Luke Poulter. This is second. Poulter already on the green with his approach.
This will all be dependent on the lie he draws here. It's a decent lie. He can still put some control on it.
Oh, be as good as you look.
It was.
And there it is, yes. Drew a nice slide.
All right, let's see if Luke Poulter can make this for birdie at 13. One down against Stout.
That was a huge breaking putt, just never quite got the speed right.
Saw his approach to this point for birdie to go 2 up in the match.
Needs to settle. And that's all of 6 feet.
As he referenced earlier in the week, he didn't even realize the Walker Cup was happening in 2025. Credit to him for the rehab and coming back out on the other side. This for par to win the hole.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Wow, he just blocked that out to the right. Now both players have to compose themselves. A little deep. Players are expecting that ball to spin back.
Now Luke Poulter.
Trying to get it close. You have to land it just sort of the hole.
Didn't love it in the bunkers. We send it back down to Kira once again. Over at 15, Preston Stout for birdie to win the hole. It didn't. Par conceded. That was a moment ago. Now Poulter has this for par to remain 2 down.
And to cap off an unbelievable up and down potentially.
What a 3.
Oh, it's amazing. That ball was buried in that bunker. Great technique, great touch to get it in about 6 or 7 feet and then knocks it down.
And he'll lose sight of this golf ball right about now. I can tell you he doesn't like this shot at all.
Landed on ground. We can't quite see it. It looks like it might be long and right.
I thought that might have been him hitting the ground in frustration on the tee box where we heard that thump.
Sounded like a good strike. Luke seems to like it. Let's see what we can find.
Oh, and he should like
Heck
it.
of a shot.
That went right at the flagstick bones and managed to stay on the green just behind the hole. He's going to have a nice look for birdie.
So I guess Stout knows, has received confirmation. He's going to reload right here as 3rd.
Well, and obviously feels like it didn't cross any portion. Opting to re-tee it there. And still nowhere to be found.
And with Poulter on the back part of the green, you would
I
think
would
he's going to say, Luke, you're good.
Exactly right, Burko.
17, 1 up in the match.
Well, looks good.
Oh my goodness, it was good and better than that.
Boy, that just might seal the deal right there for Preston Stout.
How does Poulter follow that?
Looks like this one's tracking as well.
Heard his caddy say go in.
And it is. What a beautiful way to follow up that.
To 17, Stout's birdie has been conceded. Luke Poulter needs to make this to extend the match. If not, the Americans win the Walker Cup here at Cypress Point. And just like that, in the matter of moments, Stuart Hagestad retains the cup.
Britain and Ireland 4.
The victory by
United States
Stout.
win the
They
match,
win the Walker
2-1.
Cup match of 2025.
What a great effort by the American side. Everybody chipping in where they could. Talented squad, highly ranked. It was always going to be a tough ask to win that single session against a very stacked American team.
For birdie to win the hole and go 2 up in the match against Stuart Graham. Another one of those very good putters on the American team. The match, this is third against Stuart Graham, who you can see on the greens got that remaining for par. How about that touch, Noda?
Yeah, nicely done. Had to land that on the apron short of the green and close to the hole.
Green to 10, Ethan Fang for par to win the hole and go 3 up in the match. So Stuart Graham for birdie to win the hole and go 4 up in the match.
He is feeling it right now.
And it seems to go in little runs, mini pockets. Ethan Fang 4 up in the match. This is second.
He is firmly in control of this match, and I don't expect him to back off 1 second.
He hasn't. Now the pressure on his opponent, Stuart Graham.
He absolutely has to answer because the window is closing.
And Stuart Graham first up for birdie. Let's go to 13. Ethan Fang for birdie to win the hole and go 5 up with 5 to go. He does it and ensures at least a half point for the American team. Well, they're going to
18th.
Over at 14, Ethan Fang, he's 5 up in the match. This is second.
No one's yet got it back to where the hole is sitting.
That's as close as we've seen.
It is, and it's just because it doesn't. No choice but to try and go after this whole location. That is a poor swing out to the right. For both players in that match.
Ethan Fang looking to close out Stuart Graham at 14. A couple of putts to win the match, and the rest is conceded. So the 20-year-old from Plano, Texas, the Oklahoma State junior, a big-time victory here in the Sunday singles. 5 and 4, the final tally. Now 11.5 points. Over at 11, Stuart Hagestad, the 34-year-old. This to go 4 up in the match against Elliott Baker.
Great Britain and Ireland 5, United States of America 4.
Green at 13, Stuart Hagestad has this for birdie to tie the hole. 5 up in the match against Elliott Baker.
Great Britain and Ireland 3, United States of America 4. United States is now 4 up.
And this is Elliott Baker at 14 for par to win the hole.
There's not hardly any break in this.
Nice 2-putt.
Beautiful effort there.
4, United States 5. United States is now 3 up.
We'll get back to them in a moment. First, Elliott Baker on the tee at 15.
Was way too far behind the green, but got a nice kick off the slope on the backside of that green and comes back about 25 feet from the hole. And another one, I mean, typically when you see two shots like that, there is a little bit of wind that's being unaccounted for. Maybe when the ball does reach its apex. And
Yeah.
62 is trying to land it. 54.
Yeah.
a pretty nice effort there. Both of the squads that are not on a college roster right now.
Hagestad for the win. He's got it.
United States 2. United States wins the match 4-3.
Over at 7, Ben James, the 22-year-old from Milford, Connecticut, against Charlie Forster, the 22-year-old Englishman. James currently 2 up in the match. Struggling just a bit here at the 7th. And ultimately concedes the hole to Forster, who now just 1 down. Again, over at 13, Ben James tied against Charlie Forster. Forster already has missed the green with his approach. Ben James just says, all right, let's keep it underneath that hole.
Yeah.
Ben James has this for birdie to win the hole and go 1 up in the match. On the green at 13 for his par.
This is a big breaking putt. Got to keep the speed up, though.
Ben James still has a par putt remaining, and that will be to win the hole as we send it back down to Kira. As we go to 13, Ben James, the short one, to win the 13th and go 1 up.
United States of America 4. United States of America is 1 up.
This for par to remain 1 up in the match. So it's 9 in 2001. You don't get the job done at home. People will start wondering why as we watch Forster.
Took a nice aggressive run at that.
Great Britain and Ireland 4. United States of America
That was
2.
for par for
United
Forster,
States of
as you
America
just
is
heard. So he
2
concedes the 2 to Ben James.
Where he's hitting, not able to see with the fog and the trees. No view of where the hole is cut.
That works.
That's a good shot right there. Worry about any of those limbs. This will easily cover that.
You touched on it. James just needs to tie or win 17, and he'll close this match out. Better late than never.
Well, if the U.S. is unable to answer there, it cuts the lead in half.
Ben James for birdie to close things out at 17.
I've got a losing record.
Forster needs this for birdie to extend the match, or excuse me, to win the hole at 17. And how about that? They're not going down without a fight. Great to see.
Absolutely love to see it. These guys are competitors to the end. And that's how they go.
18, Ben James, his second.
Could not be in a better spot. Right around 10 feet underneath the hole.
Great one by James. His opponent, Forster, in trouble. This is second.
Get up there.
Go! Wow, sounds like he got enough of it to be hopeful.
Oh my God.
He has to hit this deep into this green to get it close.
Closes a break.
James 2 putts here at the last to get a full point for the Americans. And they now have 15. Talked with Ben earlier in the week to play on this team twice. He knows. Take a look at Cameron Adam, the lefty, the 22-year-old from Scotland. 3 down against Jay Summey, his second at the 13th on the way. And it's a really good one.
Wow, beautiful shot there. Got a nice forward kick on that. Yeah, just going to have a little bit more control in terms of this ball releasing when it hits. Let's see it take that hop forward. If that was in the fairway, it would have hit that slope behind the green and come back toward the hole location, but a much more tighter target.
Cameron Adam for birdie to win the 13th. Now just 2 down against Jay Summey.
Right, and a lot of people may be wondering why they do play these out. And I think it's important. These players work over a 2-year period to make these teams, and I think it's fine to have them play it out. Their individual records are important, and they look back. We just referenced the win percentages of a handful of players, but you know, those are important historical elements in a player's personal career that they just like to be able to say, hey, I went out and I played in a Walker Cup and I was 2-0 in singles.
Adam for par to tie the 14th against Jay Summey. He's got it. Back at 15 to watch Jay Summey.
Collect. They're all sort of collecting on a similar line.
Adam up first for birdie.
Just tries to come back to the players right at the end. Just had a little too much speed, otherwise that would have found the bottom.
For birdie to win 15 and go 3 up with 3 to go. Ready to go here at 16.
That is a nice tee shot there.
Jay Summey's turn at 16.
And that's a keeper right there.
And you heard the roar in the distance, because this is Jay Summey with the 2 right on top of Cameron Adam. Jay Summey at 17. Cameron Adams already missed the green.
One of the furthest drives up and into that left part of that fairway that we've seen all week, and pays it off. Yeah, there's a lot of run out from this angle, so he's unable to fly this on the green, has to sort of bump something through the fringe. Just came out a little bit hot.
Jay Summey 2 putts to win the match and get another point for the U.S. Oh, does it in 1.
He's put an exclamation point on his match as well.
Adam. Let's pick up Gavin Tiernan, the 19-year-old from Ireland, going up against Michael Assasso, who's already on the green. Tiernan 1 down in the match, second at 13 on the way, and what a shot it is.
Players coming in from that.
Against Tiernan, who's in close after that approach we saw a moment ago.
Very bold coming up the hill, expecting that to come left.
And Michael Assasso has this for par. So it's going to be a 3-putt. You'd have to think
he wasn't, and they went on to lose the match, and I don't know why he's making them putt this, but he knocks it in anyway. I mean, if you give it to him, you don't give him it.
To another one that's going to play it lefty, Assasso at 14.
That was a very nice effort right there. I'm not sure what the lie looked like, but to get it out and keep it on the green because world, and they're fun to be a part of.
Lasasso for an unlikely 4 at the 14th. This was Gavin Tiernan for par to win the hole and go 1 up in the match. But he potentially could back it up and say, oh yeah, I won the hole.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if he goes on to win the hole, it's like it was a smart play. It was a percentage play. And the rocks. Be very lucky just to get this up and out.
Oh, how about that?
That's an incredible effort there. Wow. It's unfortunate.
Tiernan first up for his 3.
Boy, if this went in, this would be the par of the century.
Lasasso for par to tie it up. Part of their legacy when it's all said and done.
Oh, that's a great tied hole.
Great Britain and Ireland 4, United States 4, Great Britain and Ireland.
Come on.
No way he can see where any of this goes. Just hitting and hoping.
Oh, what a shot by Tiernan.
Amazing. Great outcome there.
Missed it.
Caught the fence on his transition. Threw it off plane and was unable to make contact.
If you heard him say I'm going to take an unplayable, but 1 down in the match, Tiernan in close.
You're good.
You take an yeah, I think it's over. He's going to concede the hole and the match to Gavin Tiernan.
You ready for this?
All credit in the world to Tiernan for getting down in that penalty area, scratching out a tie on that hole, and now putting up a full point for Great Britain and Ireland.
Yeah, good sportsmanship on both sides by both teams all week for Lasasso to say, I can do this, I can do that. You know what? You got me today. Bigger picture, the team won. The last match on the course, Dominic Clemens, the 23-year-old from England, 2 up against Jacob Modleski, 2nd on the way at 13. Two up in the match against Modleski, this for birdie.
The only player to read that putt right from that angle. Everybody's left it high out to the left.
Over at 14, Jacob Modleski, long birdie putt to win the hole. Dominic Clemens, 2 up at the moment. Note, I know it's 95, and I know it's Wales.
Yeah, the view is a little bit better. You can see from this
some
camera
bunkers
angle.
up there.
And the bunker you see in the back of the green, that's kind of the indication of the central part of the green, and this one looks like it's right up Broadway.
Hit it good. Should be on the green.
Yes, you did.
I'm not going to get any sort of reaction. Nobody can see.
Little peeler. That one should be on the putting surface as well.
Oh,
nice
yeah.
shot.
Dare I say worth the wait?
Absolutely worth the wait. Good pace on that.
Head over to 16. Dominic Clemens for birdie to win the hole and go 2 up in the match. This has some pace. Iron in hand at 17.
Even with the fog, it's tough to miss this fairway. This is a wide fairway with that length of club in their hand.
We know this is going all the way to the final hole as we watch Clemens.
One appeared to be okay as well, yes.
All right, Modletsky ready to go, his second at 17.
Seen some pretty good shots from over here in this fog where they can't really see where the hole's sitting. Just a little unlucky. You can see the very top part of the ball, which kind of tells me that it's an okay lie. So just trying to run something up the right side. Get as close as he can to the green.
Will it come back?
It's going to come back. Just don't know how much. It stays just up on that top side, and that is a treacherous, difficult left to right downhill putt
to win the match.
How small those practice strokes are. Just has to creep this on the edge of the green. Has to slow down.
That would have been the exclamation point on a great Sunday afternoon for the American team. Now Clemens for par to tie the hole, end the match.
This would be a fitting way to end this match if this goes in. Now give credit to Jacob Modletsky there for hanging in there on that match. All the way to the end and wins.
For Modletsky in the end. 10 points up for grab in the Sunday singles, Noda. The U.S. winning 8.5 of them. And one last look at the final tally for the Americans. 17-9 over Great Britain and Ireland. Impressive in their performance in this final session.